The SNP Westminster leader urged the former First Minister to regain the trust of angry Scots and rejected a call by his predecessor to allow nationalist politicians into the House of Lords. The SNP's Westminster leader attempted to distance himself from two of the nationalist old guard as he urged Nicola Sturgeon to win back the trust of Scots. Stephen Flynn also hit out at his predecessor Ian Blackford for claiming that the party should start sending people to the House of Lords. With the former First Minister facing growing criticism over her handling of the COVID pandemic, including deleting her messages, the Aberdeen South MP still refused to outright criticise his ex-leader. But he did move away from outright support for the under-fire MSP. Speaking to ITV Borders, Mr Flynn was asked whether he thought the public outcry against Ms Sturgeon will mean the SNP will take a hit in the polls at the next general election. The COVID-bereaved group have been outspoken about how their trust in the former First Minister had evaporated due to evidence given at the UK COVID inquiry. He said, "I trusted the judgment of the First Minister during that time. I trusted her openness and honesty with the public that was rewarded in the 2021 election in the Scottish Parliament. And as I say, when Nicola comes in front of the inquiry, hopefully she can regain the trust of those people who feel that they no longer do so." Mr Flynn was then asked whether he thought that he and his colleagues could lose a few seats at the next general election due to this scandal and a loss of trust from voters. Recent polling has put the SNP behind Scottish Labour, which would be a crushing loss for the nationalists. The MP said, "I think that the general election is very much fought on the cost of living crisis, the economy, energy policy, the constitution, even migration on the basis of some of the decisions that have been taken down here at Westminster. In relation to the COVID inquiry, the former First Minister will be able to have her say and hopefully that reassures those who perhaps doubt her in a way they didn't before." Ms Sturgeon faced criticism from the families of those who lost their lives due to COVID following revelations that senior government figures deleted WhatsApp messages. Carol Ann Stewart, whose brother died from COVID-19 in 2020, said, "I was once one of the ones sat at home, listening to the podium every morning and saying, 'Oh my God, thank God we're not in England.' I trusted them. I felt him and Nicola Sturgeon were honest and trying to be open with us, and to find out that was all just a facade, I don't understand how they can hold their head up high. I don't understand how they are still in a job. That's our money. We voted for these people and they shouldn't be there. None of them should." Mr Flynn also rebuffed Mr Blackford's claim that the SNP should start sending people to the House of Lords, as it is a second scrutiny chamber for legislation. He said, "The House of Lords is a corrupt institution which is an archaic one, which rewards people based upon in some instances simply who they were born to. There will be no SNP MPs entering into the House of Lords or indeed any SNP members entering the House of Lords on my watch."